One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it, I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO, and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They think there's room to run to the right here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
The Gamecocks are on the move. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Music note! Music note! Here we go!
Looking for a man. It's Rayola. Quickly complete. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 40. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release by the QB. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
South Carolina 7, Nebraska 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work.
22 water. 22 water.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the misfire, it's second down. They'll try the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level, getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
To do it himself on the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And they sniff that draw out. When draw unit, you have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and hit a hurt.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. The screen, he can go. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10.
Cooler 18. Cooler 8. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground, he's got it again. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Rayola. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wideout. caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. Stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Hits the afterburners. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, South Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top, 81 yards on the touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Barney. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Raiola. Throwing right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And the Huskers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
3rd down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. He might want another play. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Still looking on the move. Can't get him to the ground. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense snapping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up fourth down.
They boot it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Quick completion on the out. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Handoff to the fullback. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26.
I tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers. And then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a first down, big fella.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, 221 wing, 221 wing.
Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Charcoal, charcoal, charcoal.
To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Little touch pass to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. The handoff to Johnson. Finds some fresh air. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Looking for room at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
Motion from the wide receiver. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. This one's complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Touchdown, Husker! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10, easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first down. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Well, if they're going to come back and win this game, they need this guy's athleticism to take over, throwing it and running it. And a nice job there, David, of him understanding the situation, getting out of bounds to save some clock.
Yeah, get as much as you can, get out of bounds, because you can't have that clock ticking the whole time. Now, guess what? I can organize my next.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Key. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Snap it to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, when you get in the 2-minute drill, we don't got to get it all at once. Still got time on the clock. Got to get these first downs. Use the stoppage of the clock to your advantage.
The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
We're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Parker. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Raiola. Steps away to find some room. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
I think they'll be aggressive here and try to win it in regulation. The give to the tailback.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, that they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Johnson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Nebraska.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this will be for the win. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.